Hey there, I'm Mary Gilkerson and welcome to my studio. Today I want to talk to you about one of my favorite colors, cobalt blue. I made this painting recently based on a study that I did down on Edisto Island a couple of years ago in the fall. October is one of my favorite times of year to be on the island. The light then is spectacular. The color of the sky and the ocean becomes this rich, intense cobalt blue. It reminds me always, when I see cobalt, of that time of year in the southeast between October and March when the angle of the light shifts and it gets lower, so you have that really rich orange colored light, which leads to those super intense cobalt blues in the sky. I love painting those. And I love painting this particular time of day, early morning, before the lights even come up, before the sun's fully risen into the sky. So I sat on the front porch that morning, sipping a cup of coffee and quickly sketching in what I saw literally unfolding in front of me. And the color of the sky before the light came up was super dark and rich and blue. Indigo, almost so dark it was black. And then as the sun began to rise, that indigo shifted to cobalt and became a whole range of blues in the sky. That color blue, like I said, says fall to me. The rich cobalt blue from between October and March that fills the water in the sky with the taste of blueberries, the color of a flock of bluebirds that rises up out of a field. Have you ever seen that? Or the salty taste of the sea. Now, my saying that cobalt blue is one of my favorite colors may surprise some of you who know me really well, especially my students, because I don't paint with cobalt blue. Instead, I use a mixture of ultramarine and phthalo that comes about as close as you can get. In fact, most people are completely fooled by what I mix together and think I do use cobalt. But cobalt is a really toxic pigment. So it's out of my studio and off of my palette. The truth is you can mix cobalt from a simple combination that doesn't have any of that toxicity. That also gives you the ability to mix that huge range of blues that you'll see at any one time in the sky. So take a look at this cyanometer. I love this tool. It's old. It goes back to the 18th century when a visionary scientist artist climbed to the top of a mountain in Switzerland to try to document the way that blue changes in the sky from the top to the bottom. What he left out is that the blue changes as well depending on seasons. It changes depending on left to right, right to left, meaning where the source of the light is as well. So you'll have a really cobalt ultramarine blue at the top and something that's a whole lot greener towards the horizon line. You'll have a more intense, cooler blue on one left or right side, depending on where the sun is, and a warmer range closer to the light source. The key is to remember, don't mix just one blue for the sky. Capture at least 10 or 12 different blues, and you'll begin to capture the richness that is even a plain sky without any clouds. Now, there are a lot of pigments out there. Some of the oldest ones, like ultramarine blue, used to be made from minerals like lapis lazuli, a really expensive stone. That is the reason that you have so few blues in like medieval and Renaissance painting. But the blues that are there, they are luscious. Why, blue was a color of royalty. Then later, scientists developed synthetic blues, blue pigments, like the one that is really used most often now for ultramarine blue, that actually is a little bit more intense and again safe. Phthalo blue is another more modern synthetic pigment that we use a lot. Super, super intense. Some would say a little too much. But when you have those two blues, you can mix almost all the rest, especially if you have that double primary palette and you use the warm red, the cool red, the warm yellow, and the cool yellow to slightly alter and adjust those blues that you mix. You don't need a whole pile of tubes of blue. You just need a warm and a cool. You just need ultramarine and phthalo. I wouldn't use cobalt. It's toxic. Use a substitute like cobalt blue hue, which is that mixture of ultramarine and phthalo instead. So I hope you found this helpful and interesting, and I hope that you will get in there and explore all of the possibilities that there are in blue. What's your favorite blue? Let me know. I'd love to hear. Happy painting, everybody. Remember, stay resilient, wash your hands, and paint on.